and welcome back, Saturday Night Lights community, the family. I know y'all see by the title and thumbnail of this video what we're gonna be doing today. If y'all don't know, the NFL Combine recently just happened, and there were so many guys that raised their draft stock, and then there were some guys where their draft stock just plummeted. So we had to do this video, man. The first round of the NFL draft is totally switched up now, and I got my own mock draft, and also I got a huge trade that I feel like that's gonna happen in this NFL draft. But if y'all like content like this and also college football 25 rebuilds, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. We're posting content all of 2025. But let's not waste no more time. Let's go ahead and let's get into this NFL mock draft. Let's go. And before we get into this mock draft, I just wanted to go over Charles Davis mock draft. If y'all don't know, he probably had the worst top five for the draft I've seen yet. If y'all haven't seen it yet, he got Shador going one to Tennessee. That's not bad. He got Cam Ward going two to Cleveland, and then he got Jackson Dart going three. Jackson Dart, he had a great combine. He had a great combine. He proved that he can throw the deep ball. He's accurate when it comes to the intermediate. He had a great combine, but in my opinion, I don't even got him going in the first round. Second round, yes, but not the first round, and let alone not the top five picks. So I just had to say that. But shout out Jackson Dart. He had a great combine though. But Charles Davis, he I don't know what he talking about, but he crazy for saying that. He's supposed to be a football analyst, and you got Jackson Dart going three is crazy. But let's go ahead. Let's get into my first five picks. I have a trade that's gonna happen. I feel like the Giants are gonna move to the is gonna trade with Tennessee to get the first pick in the draft so that the Giants can select Cam Ward at one. I really do feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like Tennessee is gonna trade with New York, and they're probably gonna get more draft picks back from that trade. But yeah, I got Cam Ward going one out of Miami. I feel like he's the best quarterback in this draft. He has the best arm talent. He can throw at any arm angle off different platforms. I really do like Cam Ward at this pick. I feel like he has the highest ceiling out of all these quarterbacks. One thing I say I'm kind of worried about with Cam Ward is that he plays a lot of hero ball. That's the only thing I'm worried about with him. But I feel like if you put him in New York with Neighbors, also Tracy Jr., the running back they got, the young running back they got, and also I think his name is Theo Johnson, the young tight end they got. He's an athletic tight end. You put Cam Ward on that team. For one, it's gonna sell a lot of tickets with Cam Ward and Neighbors. And then two, you get your quarterback of the future and pairing him up with your wide receiver one. I feel like that is a great pick for New York. So I got Cam Ward in a trade on draft day going to the Giants at one. Then at two, I got Abdul Carter. If y'all don't know, Miles Garrett is getting traded. I feel like it's inevitable at this point. Miles Garrett is getting traded. So why not Cleveland draft their Miles Garrett replacement? I feel like they're gonna hold on to Deshaun Watson, let him be the bridge quarterback for next year, but just so they can get their top pass rusher, the best pass rusher in this draft. He reminds me a lot of Chandler Parsons. Maybe that's why he wore number 11 at Penn State. But he's someone that can rush the passer, but also play in the flats, play the mid zone at linebacker. He can do so many things. He's a great athlete. But I really like that pick for the Browns at two. Then at three, I got Shador going three. I with this trade, I feel like Tennessee, they get more draft assets from the trade moving down to three, but also they still get their quarterback. I feel like is the most accurate quarterback in this draft when it comes to short and intermediate. When it comes to the deep ball, I feel like Cam Ward got him. But I feel like he's a smart quarterback. Tennessee needs a quarterback. The last time Tennessee had a quarterback was Ryan Tannehill. That's the last time they had a quarterback. So I feel like this is a great pick for Tennessee. I really do like them drafting Shador right here. You put him. I know the Titans don't really have a lot of great receivers, but it's time for them to draft a quarterback. They tried with Will Levis. I feel like he's not the guy. They even tried to draft Malik Willis. He wasn't the guy. So I feel like bringing Shador to Tennessee, it's gonna sell tickets. It'll finally get them their QB1 of the future. But I really do like that pick for the Titans at 3. Then at 4, I got Armand Membu out of Missouri, the tackle. If y'all don't know anything about New England, they will draft an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, and basically an in the trenches guy over a skill position player any day of the week. Any day of the week they'll do it, and I feel like they're gonna do it again here. A lot of people saying you could have Will Campbell going for the New England, but y'all know Will Campbell did not test. He didn't test. He tested with really short arms, and y'all know with offensive tackles, if you want to be a All Pro tackle, most of them have long arms. So I feel like Will Campbell gets moved inside the guard in the NFL. That's not saying he's a bad offensive lineman. He's a great offensive lineman. I just feel like, our man Membu really raised his draft stock. But yeah, I got him going to New England at 4. Then this is the pick everybody been talking about. Travis Hunter. I got Travis Hunter going 5 to Jacksonville. Not a lot of people been saying this. Put him with Trevor Lawrence, ETN, Brian Thomas, who in my opinion was a top 7 receiver in the league last year, and you put him with that talent. I know and think about it. Jacksonville just got rid of Evan Ingram. They released him, and then they traded Kurt to the Texans just yesterday. So why not draft someone like Travis Hunter, who you can pair him up with Brian Thomas, the speedster on the outside, and then you got Travis on the other side. You got ETN in the backfield. I know Trevor Lawrence hasn't proved that he is like a top 5 quarterback in this league, but if you give him someone like Travis Hunter, that's only going to improve his game. And then also you can have Travis play corner, because I think Jacksonville had one of the worst secondaries in the league last year. Y'all quote me if I'm wrong, but I think Jacksonville had one of the worst secondaries in the league last year. They need help at corner. So why not go get Travis? I feel like this is the only franchise where he can play both sides of the ball. I really do like this pick for Jacksonville. I feel like it is a no-brainer. You got to take Travis Hunter right here, and I like him going to Jacksonville at 5. And at 6, this is going to be, I know this is a surprising pick, but I got Ashton Gentry. Ashton Gentry, the best running back in the country by far last year, going 6 to Oakland. This is the reason why. If y'all don't know, Geno Smith just got traded to Oakland for a 3rd round pick. Just got traded to Oakland. So Oakland is not planning on drafting Shador. They're not. They're not planning on drafting Shador. So all those mock drafts who got Shador going 6 to Oakland is not happening. Ashton Gentry is going to Oakland. Remember I said this. There's not a lot of mock drafts that got him going to Oakland. I got him going to Oakland at 6. I feel like pairing him up with Geno Smith, Brock Bowers, who was a top 3 tight end in the league last year, a good offensive line. Oakland needs a running back. I thought Zaire White was going to be their guy last season. I drafted him in fantasy. He had a great ending to last season, and I thought he was going to jump into this season as running back 1. He didn't turn out to be the guy. They need a running back bad. I feel like they go Ashton Gentry right here, the best running back in this class. You could say Hampton from North Carolina. He's a great back too, but I got Ashton Gentry going 6 to Oakland. Deal my next pick, 7. I got Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren, man, he's a do-it-all tight end. You can flex him out in the slot. He can run routes, and also he's a great inline blocker. The Jets, they need a tight end. You could say they could go receiver right here, which I wouldn't argue with that, but I got them going Tyler Warren from Penn State at 7 for the Jets. Then at 8, I got Mason Graham. Mason Graham going to Carolina. A lot of people got Carolina drafting a pass rusher right here. And when it comes to pass rusher, I'm talking about like, James Pierce or Shamar Stewart, which we got him going 10 at Chicago. But I like this pick. I really do like this pick for Carolina. Even though they got I think his last name is Brown. He's a defensive lineman. but I really do like Mason Graham. I feel like he is the most safe pick out of all the defensive linemen. He is the best run stopper in this draft, and it's not even close. Best run stopper in this draft. He's big, athletic. He caused so much havoc for Michigan last season. I really do like this guy a lot. I got Mason Graham going 8 to Carolina. Then my next pick at 9, I got the Saints drafting McMillan out of Arizona. I feel like this will be a perfect fit for them. It looks like the Saints are gonna go into next season um with with Spencer Rattler as their QB1. We're not gonna debate it, but in my opinion, that's not a good. Well, like I said, we're not gonna debate it. But I got McMillan going 9 to Saints. He's a big physical receiver, catching traffic guy, 50-50 ball guy. Pairing him up with Chris Olave, Shaheed. I really do like this pick for the Saints. Who knows? Maybe they'll sign a Sam Darnold in free agency, but I do like McMillan a lot at receiver. And you could say, what was it? I think it was Travis's first year at Colorado. McMillan got the best of Travis. So I mean, I really do like this guy a lot. I like him as a receiver, especially going 9 to New Orleans. Then at 10, I got Shamar Stewart. Shamar Stewart was a standout at the combine. Standout at the combine. He raised his draft stock so much. I think before the combine, he was like a day 2 guy. He's like a second round, third round guy, but he ended up boosting all the way up. Nettie got him going top 15. I got him going 10 in Chicago. I like this pick. Chicago really needs an edge rusher. They really need one. They ain't getting no pass rush at all last season. So I really do like this pick a lot at 10 for the Bears. And at 11, I got San Fran taking Will Campbell. San Fran, I feel like they need an offensive tackle. Yeah, they got one of the best tackles in the game, but I feel like he's getting old. I feel like they need somebody to replace him in the next year or two. So I got them taking arguably the best tackle in this draft. But like I told y'all, they might move him to guard because of the arm length. Maybe he can still play tackle in this league. He's already proven in college that he's the, probably the best offensive lineman in this draft, but I do like this pick for San Fran at 11. Then at 12, I got the Cowboys taking Will Johnson. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that maybe it could be Omari and Hampton or Gentry if he's still on the board. I feel like they go corner right here. I feel like last year their corners got beat a lot last season. I don't know what it is about Cowboys corners. They'll be like 1 year wonders. 1 year they'll have all these picks, and then the next year after that they getting beat every play. So I really do like this pick for the Cowboys. Will Johnson, big corner, 6'2", 205, one of the best zone corners in this draft, one of the best bump and run corners with that size in this draft. I really do like that pick a lot for the Cowboys at 12. Then at 13, I got the Dolphins taking Malachi Starks. He didn't run well at the draft. He ran a 4.5, but analysts have said that he plays a lot faster than his 40 time. In my opinion, I feel like there's a safety, and we're gonna talk about him. And I know y'all probably saw him in the thumbnail. We're gonna talk about him a little later. But I think he's the best safety in this draft. But I really do like Malachi Starks. He reminds me a lot of Jesse Bates out of Atlanta. I feel like they're not gonna keep Holland. They're not gonna re-sign him. I feel like he's gonna go to free agency. So I do like this pick a lot for the Dolphins at 13. Then at 14, this was another combine standout. Jade Barron. I really do like him a lot. I think he ran either a 4.4 flat or high 4.3s at the combine. Y'all quote me if I'm wrong about that, but I really do like this guy a lot. He has the film to back it up. Played in the SEC with some of the best wide receivers in the country. I really do like him in this pick for Indy. More for Indy, he's been holding it down for them when it comes to their DBs. He plays in the slot, one of my favorite slot corners in the NFL. But I feel like Indianapolis, they need help at outside corner. They really do. So I like this pick for them at 14, taking Barron. Then at 15, I got them taking Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker, out of Georgia. He played like middle linebacker for Georgia, and sometimes he played on the edge. he played all over the defense when it came to linebacker. I don't really know what he is in the league yet, but he's a great athlete. He has pass rushing potential. He can play in coverage. I feel like he is a special athlete. I feel like in the right system he can thrive. I really do like this pick for Atlanta. They need linebackers. I don't see them drafting no skill position guy. I don't feel like they obviously not drafting a quarterback. I don't see them drafting an offensive lineman. I really do like this pick at 15 for Atlanta. And at 16, I got Arizona taking Mykel Williams, the edge rusher out of Georgia. Again, another great athlete. The Cardinals, they need a lot of help when it comes to pass rush. A lot of help. I think they had Collins. I think that's his name. I think his name's Collins, a linebacker for them. They had him last year, but they really do need help at pass rusher a lot. I feel like they don't take a skill position guy right here. I don't see them taking a corner. They need a pass rusher. Mykel Williams, he got the production. He got the tape to back it up. I really do like them taking Williams out of Georgia. And then at 17, I got the Bengals reaching on this pick. I feel like I thought this guy was more of a early round two guy, but I feel like the Bengals, they need a defensive tackle. They need an interior lineman. I got them taking Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. He showed a lot of promise at the end of last season. He showed that he can cause havoc in the run. He still has some work to do when it comes to pass rush, but I do like him a lot right here at 17. I feel like the Bengals, that again, they need some help when it comes to that interior line when it comes to defense. I really do like this pick a lot for the Bengals at 17. Then at 18, we're going right back to the trenches. I got the Seahawks taking Tyler Booker, the offensive guard out of Alabama. I've seen some mock drafts where they even got him going higher. I really do like the guard out of Alabama. He has some potential to even move outside the tackle, but I feel like the Seahawks, they need some offensive line help, especially them losing Geno Smith. I don't know what they're gonna do right here. You could say the Seahawks could take Jackson Dart right here. You could say that. Like, you genuinely could say that. And I thought about putting him right here at this pick, but I don't want to be too optimistic. I said it at the beginning of the video. I don't see him going first round, but who knows? But I really do like this pick for the Seahawks, them taking a guard, getting some help on their offensive line. So I like this pick a lot at 18. Then at 19, I got the Bucks taking Campbell out of Alabama. You could say they could take a receiver right here to replace Evans and to replace Evans. He is getting older. You could say they could take a corner, but I like them taking a linebacker right here. I really do like Campbell a lot. We know one thing about Alabama linebackers, they play physical. All of them do. So I do like this pick a lot for them. I feel like he fits kind of that Bucks defense kind of mentality. So I do like this pick a lot for Tampa at 19. Then at 20, I got the Bucks taking Colston Loveland out of Michigan, one of the best tight ends in the country last year. I feel like pairing him up with Bo Nix, the receiving core they got over there. I really do like this pick a lot for the Broncos. Bo Nix showed a lot of promise last year, so giving him a best friend such as a tight end like Loveland, who's a great pass catcher but also a even better inline blocker. I do like this pick a lot for the Broncos at 20. And at 21, I got the Steelers taking Matthew Golden out of Texas. If y'all don't know, he had a great combine. He's on the thumbnail of this video. I really do like Golden out of Texas. I really do like him a lot, man. He ran well at the combine. I think he what did he run? I think he ran a 4.30. I think he ran a 4.30. I'm pretty sure he ran a 4.30. Again, great time for him. He definitely showed that he's the speedster out of Texas and not Isaiah Bond. Again, I don't know why Isaiah Bond said that he was going to run a 4.2 when he ran a 4.4. I don't know why he did that. I feel like his draft stock, that's a guy that his draft stock plummeted after saying that. He shouldn't have said that. But I got Matthew Golden. I feel like they need a deep threat. They do got Austin, and I really do like Austin for them. but I feel like they need another one. And I like Matthew Golden a lot. I feel like he can really bring something to this Pittsburgh Steelers offense that they do not have at all, which is a deep threat that can really beat them with speed. I really do like this pick for Pittsburgh at 21. Then at 22, I got the Chargers taking Emeka Akuka out of Ohio State. I really do like this pick. It's not been talked about a lot that the Chargers are taking a receiver. They've been thinking about taking a tight end or something like that, but really do like this pick for them. They hit a gold mine in drafting, I think his name's McConkey last year. He had a great year. Why not give Justin Herbert another receiver? We all know the receiver they drafted out of TSU, he's not turning out to be the guy. I really do like Akuda. I feel like he can play on the outside. He can play in the slot. I really do like this pick a lot at 22 for the Chargers. Then at 23, I got Green Bay taking Luther Burden out of Missouri. He had a great combine. This past season in college football, he didn't have I'm not gonna say he didn't have the season that people expected, because he still had a great season, but I just expected a little bit more out of him. But again, at the end of the day, he's still gonna go in the first round. I like him right here at 23 for Green Bay. You could say that Green Bay is good at wide receiver and they don't need anybody, but I really do like this pick for them. I feel like Luther Burden can be a guy that you can put in the slot and he can just be a matchup nightmare there. He's pretty big too as well. I think he's right at 200 pounds. So I really do like this pick a lot for Green Bay at 23. Then at 24, shout out my FCS schools, man. Shout out my FCS schools. If y'all are day ones to Saturday Night Lights, y'all know I always show love to the FCS schools. I got my boy Gray Zabel out of North Dakota State, the guard, going 24 to Minnesota. He had a really great senior bowl. Throughout those practices, he dominated those defensive linemen. Dominated them. He's a first round caliber player. I feel like Minnesota takes the guard out of North Dakota State. Their number one need right now is offensive linemen. So I really do like this pick a lot for Minnesota, especially since it looks like McCarthy is going to be their quarterback one next season. You're gonna need some help there at offensive lineman. So I like this pick a lot for Minnesota at 24. Then at 25, this guy right here, he is a top 15 talent. He's a top 10 talent. I just feel like he's going to slip to the draft at 25 to the Houston Texans. A lot of people got Houston Texans drafting a receiver, but they recently just traded for Christian Kirk. They're going to have Nico Collins next year. They're going to have Diggs. We don't know if Tank Dell is going to play next season, but I feel like that receiving core can get it done. Maybe they will draft a receiver right here. Who knows? But I really do like this Kelvin Banks pick. Houston really struggled when it came to their offensive line. I feel like you can plug Banks in right there at right tackle, on the other side of Tunsil, and I feel like you're set. But again, I really do like this pick for Houston. I feel like they need another tackle. They got dominated when it came to their. I don't even know the name of the other tackle, but he got dominated a lot last season. I really do like this pick for the Houston Texans at 25. And with the last 7 picks of this first round, I got 26 at 26. I got the Rams drafted Mike Green, the edge rusher out of Marshall. He was one of the best. He was the best pass rusher in his conference. I feel like he has a lot of potential. I feel like Los Angeles, they need a pass rusher on the edge. Why not take Mike Green out of Marshall? I love this pick for the Rams at 26. Then at 27, I've been wanting to talk about this pick all video. I know it's all the way at 27, but y'all know I'm a Ravens fan for life. I'm a Ravens fan for life. I'm going to be in tune to our picks. I got the Ravens, and this is no Ravens bias. No Ravens bias. I got the Ravens drafting the best player out of the combine, Nick Emmanwori. He had a huge combine. Huge combine. Just to start off, he measured in at 6'3", 220, ran a 4.39. Ran a 4.39, jumped 43 inches. Broad jumped 11 feet. He is the best DB in this draft, in my opinion. He's the not the best safety in this draft. And the thing is, he has the film to back it up. South Carolina used him perfectly in their scheme. The way they played him in the box, they had him covering tight ends. They had him playing cover two high in cover two. He has ball skills. He has size. I feel like this is the perfect pick for Baltimore. Pairing him up with Cal Hamilton, Humphrey, Wiggins, pairing him up with them, I really do feel like this will make Baltimore's secondary even better. I love this pick for Baltimore. Absolutely love this pick. I love Emmanwori out of South Carolina. He's a freak athlete. He reminds me a lot of Derwin James. They can use him in so many different ways. We could even use him at corner. Y'all know last year we played slow feet, tight hips, Brandon Stevens at corner. Why not try Nick Emmanwori when we get in the goal line or short yardage? Playing Nick Emmanwori at corner and running our cover three. Playing 6'3", 220, running 4.39 in cover three with ball skills. I love the pick for the Ravens. I got Nick Emmanwori going 27. Then at 28, I got the Lions going James Pierce Jr. He was flying at the combine. Flying. Ran a 4.47. I really do like him a lot at the Lions. Pairing him up with Hutchinson, kind of that thunder and lightning kind of combo off the edge. I really do like that pick for Detroit at 28. Then at 29, I got the Commanders going offensive tackle, going Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. If y'all know, the Commanders just traded for Deebo Samuel. I feel like the Commanders are going to go after an offensive lineman, bringing help around Daniels to try to make another playoff run. I like this pick a lot for the Commanders at 29. Then at 30, I got the Bills taking Derek Harmon out of Oregon. I like this pick a lot for them. I feel like they do need some interior help when it comes to their D line. I do like Oliver. I like him a lot, but pairing him up with Oliver will be a great combo inside. So I do like this pick a lot for the Bills at 30. Then at 31, I got the Chiefs selecting Josh Connerly Jr. out of Oregon. I feel like they need help on their offensive line. I think they just lost I think they just released I think it's Tooney. I think they just released him in free agency. So I definitely feel like they need some offensive line help here. I like this pick a lot for Kansas City. Then Super Bowl champions. I got them going pass rush right here, going to pass rusher out of Boston College. I like him a lot. He's explosive. He's a great athlete. I feel like he can come in and make an impact day one. He's one of those guys. I feel like he has the potential to be a great defensive lineman in this league. I could even say he could even go a little bit higher. He could go to Detroit. I could see them. I could see Detroit getting him, but I got him going 32 to Philly. And that is my NFL mock draft. Y'all drop down below, man. If I missed anybody that y'all feel like should be in the first round of this draft, y'all drop it down below. And if y'all like content like this, man, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. I post content all of 2025, but that'll be the end of this video, man. Y'all already know we a community, we a family, but Saturday Night Lights, we out of here. Let's go.